The international political landscape today carries unsettling echoes of past crises. Though overt signs of conflict grab immediate attention, subtler indicators often hint at deeper, more systemic threats that lie just beneath the surface. Understanding these hidden warning signs is crucial to anticipating and possibly averting the next major global crisis. Firstly, rising nationalism and populism across continents indicate underlying tensions that can destabilize international cooperation. Nations historically aligned with principles of global governance are increasingly adopting isolationist stances. The Brexit decision, ongoing political polarization in the United States, and the rise of right-wing populism in Europe signal a retreat from collective problem-solving toward a fractured international order. Such fragmentation weakens coordinated responses to crises like pandemics, economic downturns, and climate change, potentially exacerbating these issues into full-blown international emergencies. Secondly, simmering territorial disputes, often ignored or downplayed in mainstream discourse, pose a significant risk. The South China Sea remains a focal point, with China's expansive territorial claims challenged by multiple Southeast Asian nations and backed implicitly by Western powers. Similarly, tensions along India's borders with China and Pakistan, intermittent clashes in Eastern Europe involving Russia, and friction in the Middle East are warning bells signaling that dormant conflicts can rapidly escalate. Thirdly, economic instability driven by massive sovereign debt and unsustainable fiscal policies serves as another hidden yet potent indicator. The recent debt crises in nations like Sri Lanka and Lebanon are stark reminders that when economic systems fail, political stability often quickly follows suit. Global debt levels, particularly in emerging economies heavily dependent on external financing, remain at historical highs. The potential default of any major economy could trigger ripple effects similar to or exceeding those experienced during the 2008 financial crisis. Cybersecurity threats constitute the fourth hidden warning sign. Nations now increasingly engage in cyber espionage and sabotage, reflecting a shift toward digital battlegrounds. Cyber attacks on critical infrastructure, such as power grids, healthcare systems, and financial institutions, have become commonplace yet rarely capture sustained public attention. A sophisticated cyber attack could cripple national economies and public trust overnight, resulting in severe geopolitical repercussions. Lastly, climate-driven migration represents an underestimated political destabilizer. As climate change intensifies natural disasters and reduces arable land, millions are displaced annually, overwhelming urban centers and neighboring countries unprepared to handle sudden demographic shifts. This phenomenon not only strains local resources, but also inflames xenophobia and nationalism, feeding into the broader cycle of political instability. Addressing these hidden warning signs demands a proactive, unified international response. Strengthening multilateral institutions and enhancing global governance mechanisms remain crucial first steps. Nations must also commit to transparent dialogue, collaborative economic stabilization measures, robust cybersecurity frameworks, and sustainable climate policies to mitigate these underlying risks effectively. Ignoring subtle indicators today means facing overt crises tomorrow. The global community stands at a critical juncture. Recognizing and acting upon these hidden signals could be the key difference between proactive mitigation and reactive disaster management.